Okay, shout out again to Mercedes Rules 26 on Twitter. This is a good post. I like this. Is it fair they've shown all Zach's exes? And let's be blunt. I don't think we've seen like even 2% of all the women Zach has been with. Not to mention, I would use the term exes very loosely here. I think that is it fair to show all of Zach's lovers and whatnot? I think that's the more appropriate tagline or word there, because exes implies like relationships rather those he just simply hooked up with. They've even shown Fatima's exes, but haven't shown none of Karen's side dudes, because we know she wasn't faithful and had ninjas on the side while dating Zach. Why aren't the writers so heck bent on making Karen look innocent? We've seen Rico, but that was it. And that's it. The only dude she would call up whenever Zach wasn't acting right, which could imply that Karen hooked up with Rico and or other guys even while they were still dating. And when I say when they were still dating, I don't mean any of those gaps in time when they had been broken up, because they broke up repeatedly during their 3 years together. So I just want to make that clear. Here's what I want to see. I would love if one of Karen's guys from the past, or more specifically Rico, because personally I've let go of him being the baby daddy theory. I feel like that's not it at all. I would love for Rico to come back, and then the woman he actually told Karen that he was going to marry is kind of like Fatima, better than her in every single way. The way she looks, her career choices, aka finances. Rico is not the same dude to me, the way Rico talked with his chest when he told Karen it's over between them, I feel like that is the new Rico. Because if you go back to that scene, Karen was dumbfounded by Rico the moment he left, because Andy just came in as Rico was leaving. She couldn't believe, because I think she whipped out the condoms like, hey, no talking, you know what this is, come on, let's do it. And then it's like, no, I'm done with this. I'm not playing to your script anymore. I feel like if you go back to that scene, that was like a foreshadowing to the Zach of the future, where he's not going to go, play Karen's game, where it's like, look, the game between us is over, where we break up, hook up with other people, and then get back together. That's not how this is going to end. And then Karen was just completely thrown off her game. I think that would be the best way. Let's say theoretically, Rico's wife just so happens to go to the salon, and maybe she doesn't know obviously she doesn't know about Karen, because here's the thing. Rico was Karen's side piece, and Rico probably had another girl the whole time, or this other woman the whole time, because he literally straight up said, you know what, I'm engaged now. Me and my girl about to get married this weekend or something like that. So we're done. I think that would be pretty interesting, because Karen will be shocked, oh wow, girl, I love that ring on your finger. It's like, yeah, my man treats me right. And then, Pam and Karen are just gassing her up, and then come to find out Rico, because maybe Rico pops up or something, or, I don't know. Or maybe Rico just pulled a Zach and had we don't know Rico's situation. We can somewhat assume he was probably better off than Zach in terms of money and whatnot, but maybe this dude, I don't know, signed a contract. Maybe he made some sort of app. I don't know. Tyler or the writers come up with something, but I think that'll be just egg on her face, because Zach never knew about Rico. Zach never knew that Karen had any other guys, because in season 1 he said, you know what, while we were together, I messed up and whatnot, but you never cheated, right? And there was a long pause. She's like, right, no, I never cheated. So I think that would be pretty interesting of a dynamic to have it where Zach isn't the only ex of Karen's that made a huge come up, because it will show where you know what? Maybe the dudes who I call bums and whatnot, maybe they weren't the problem. Maybe I was. But again, these women are allergic to accountability. So yeah, it would be great to see Rico again, not as the baby daddy, but just to see him make a huge come up post being Karen's lapdog. So that's how I see it. I would love to see that kind of happen. Not to mention the writers are I've said it plenty of times in my reviews, the writers are truly recapturing that season 1 vibe, you know, and I hope that even more characters aside from like Miss Lisa will show up again to you know, add to the plot. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Like and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next video.